ChampionSteno.com. Ready? Begin.
I feel you are saying there are two jumps in speed.
Yes.
One is to pass you.
Correct.
The other is as he goes through the intersection because according to you, he is trying to beat the light.
Yes.
The first pass where you said he is going 60, 70 above the speed limit, above what you are going, where is that estimation coming from? Just by the nature of he has to go faster than you to pass you?
Yes.
Is that something you hear or see?
See.
How do you see how fast he is coming from behind you is my question.
Because he passed me.
I guess my point is, I'm not trying to be smug. You think he is going 60 or 70 by definition just by passing you.
Correct.
He is going further. You think he is going faster because you can see it?
I can hear it at that point because he is going even faster.
Would you say most of your assessment as to the second jump is from auditory or visually?
The second jump was auditory and visually.
According to my notes from earlier today, you said my client could have stopped at earlier speed. I believe you were referring to both the first jump and the second jump. Then counsel asked a follow-up question. You said, well, he could have at least tried to stop. My question is, are you saying even at the second jump, if you will, this is the increase, the acceleration, there was a chance my client could have stopped and avoided the accident?
Yes.
Even within that 1 to 4 car length space, that's enough to stop.
Yes.
Now, notwithstanding the fact you think he was going perhaps upwards of 80 miles an hour,
Yes.
where are you getting that from?
Motorcycles can stop faster than cars.
Even at 80 miles an hour?
Yes.
We are talking about if you are saying your car is within 1,000 feet, you are talking about within less than 1,000 feet.
Yes.
After the car accident, did you check on my client at all?
He was gone. At the moment of impact, there was an ambulance at the intersection, so within less than a minute, he was gone.
So the ambulance was there within less than a minute?
It was already there. The ambulance was at the impact scene.
Like it just happened to be there?
At the light.
Just randomly there happened to be an ambulance nearby?
At the light. I believe that's the only thing that saved that man's life, other than his helmet.
When I deposed some other folks, not the officer said that he was there well after the client was EMS'd, removed. But the driver, or the defendant in this case, Melinda, said she saw him there laying for some time. Is that not a correct statement then?
That's probably not a correct statement.
You are saying within a matter of a few minutes he was removed.
Less than a minute.
Wow, okay. Did you ever check on his condition at all or inquire?
I didn't have time.
I mean, later on.
I didn't know who he was.
Did you still visually kind of witness his condition, even in that limited amount of time?
That he was laying there lifeless? Yes.
Blood everywhere?
Not that I could see.
Debris, I imagine.
Plenty of debris.
You thought he might have been dead, is that a fair assessment?
Yes.
And you think you spoke to 2 police officers, if I recall?
Yes, maybe 3.
Would it make sense if one of those officers was Officer Webb?
Yes.
Who I referred to earlier as the British accent, but you weren't sure. Then there was another detective from the accident specialist group named Ariana. I know you are not good at names.
Yes.
Or generally speaking to a detective versus a more...
Plain clothes.
Exactly. Okay. Around the time of the accident, it sounds like you are a great driver. You seem to be noticing a few things here. I am happy to break these apart. If I understand your testimony today, you said at some point you noticed my client weaving in and out of 2 lanes. You noticed him accelerate on 2 different occasions. You noticed the countdown of the crosswalk that it goes from 5 to 0 as the light turns yellow. You are able to notice 3 cars across the intersection or attempting to go. One clears, the other is in the accident, the other continues to go. You also say later you notice cars that are going to turn eastbound, that are going southbound, and then will turn eastbound on Billington Highway. That seems like that must have happened between a matter of a few seconds. You noticed all of these things at the time?
There was more than enough time than a few seconds, being that I was far back enough to notice the intersection and the activities that were happening at that intersection.